What is up, 2K gang? And today we are discussing the Golden State Warriors dynasty. And the Warriors just had their 2-year anniversary of winning their third ring in 4 years just a couple days ago. It wasn't long ago, but today we'll be discussing my opinion on that Golden State Warriors dynasty because honestly, I don't really have the bright side to that at all. So, as you guys know, my name is 2K or 2K Elite NBW or 2K Elite New Buster Wild Time. So you can call me anything you want. But yeah, I make basketball videos or sports videos constantly. I try my best. So another thing, I realized that I did not make the 50 subscriber special, and that we just hit over 60. So I don't know what to do there. Do I make a 60 subscriber special or do I stick with the 50 subscriber special? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. But we are going to be discussing the Golden State Warriors dynasty. And if you like, anytime you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, support me, and, do whatever you want to do. And enjoy the vid. It's going to be a good one today. Really. Now to discuss the first NBA championship of this dynasty was in 2015. 2015, where the Golden State Warriors won in 6 games over the Cavs in 2015. It was a really interesting series, but again, I don't have the bright side to this dynasty. I personally think the Cavs had all the tools to win that year. They were deep enough. They were built enough. I mean, LeBron was ready to win a chip with this team. But then, they were going to win the championship in 2015. The Cavs were ready to. They knew they could. But then Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love went down. And that really, really destroyed the Cavs' chances of winning it all that year. Because Kyrie and Kevin Love went down. So then the Warriors still went to 6 games with just LeBron. It was all up to LeBron. And the Cavs still took the Warriors to 6 games without Kyrie or Kevin Love. So that just proves my point. If Kyrie and Kevin Love were healthy, the Cavs would have won that in about 6. So I mean, if LeBron himself can take Steph Curry to a game 6, imagine what they could have done with Kyrie and Kevin Love. And same in the conference finals that year too. I think that what's it called? What's his face? The Rockets would have won that year too. Would have went on to go to the NBA Finals as the second. We could admit that the Rockets could have went on to go to the finals if the injuries didn't screw them over too. But don't get me wrong, the Warriors were a really good team back in 2015, 67 wins. You Warriors fans, but I'm just saying that the Cavs or Rockets had really good chances to win the championship that year. And I do believe in the Warriors they were built that's the creation of the Splash Brothers. Curry went on to win MVP. Some people may say that Harden went on to win MVP because Harden had a washed-up Dwight Howard and Ryan Henderson who does nothing and still took the Rockets to a 7th seed or a 2nd seed. So Harden could make a case for MVP, but Steph won it. So that's gonna wrap up the segment for 2015. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter segment of 2016 because the Warriors didn't win in 2016, and in my opinion is the Warriors had a 3-1 lead, but then it didn't work out for them. So in my opinion, I think the Warriors, if it wasn't for Draymond getting injured, I think that the Warriors would have won the NBA championship. But the Cavs did great. I mean, this just proves my point that the Cavs would have won in 2015 because they didn't have any injuries that year. And the Cavs stole it rightfully, so that just proves my point that the Cavs would have won in 2015 if it wasn't for injuries, and the Cavs were the better team in the series. So that's 2016 for you right there. Another thing, hold on. Also, in my opinion, I thought this was one of the greatest games of all time, and it was Cleveland's first championship in over 50 years in sports. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very, very long segment, in my opinion, about the 2017 NBA Finals. And I'm not going to waste any time because I have a lot to say. So, 2017 NBA Finals. Again, one-sided domination for Golden State. And second of all, don't get me wrong, Golden State did not deserve to win the NBA championship in 2017. Not at all. Kevin Durant snaked over to Golden State, completely steamrolled the Cavs in 5 games. But the thing is, the hate in this series does not belong in the finals. It belongs in the Western Conference Finals. Because the San Antonio Spurs were probably going to win that year. To be honest, San Antonio as NBA fans, we all know San Antonio was going to win the championship in 2017. or the Cavs, who knows? But no, Zaza Pachulia decides to ruin the series and injure Kawhi. Trust me, this and then the Spurs choke without Kawhi, and Kawhi misses. And this injury pretty much ruins his relationship with Greg Popovich. So, Zaza Pachulia ruined what would be an amazing championship series between the Cavs and Spurs. I don't know why Zaza Pachulia did that. I don't want to know why he did that, but it was unnecessary. And to be honest, I'm glad he's out of the league. After that, after he injured Kawhi, he does not deserve to be in the league. Hell, he doesn't even deserve to be on any basketball team. Even a middle school team would reject him after what he did, because he'd probably hurt all them too. So heck, Zaza Pachulia. Hope he like gets on a Canada pension. Like, he does not deserve to be in a league right now. So yeah. So if Kawhi doesn't get injured, the Spurs would play the Cavs in the finals. We all know, and the Spurs would probably beat the Cavs. But the Cavs would put up much more of a fight against the Spurs than against the Warriors. And to be honest, after the Warriors made it to 2015 finals and 2016 finals, we would all want to see a new championship series between the Spurs and the Cavs. That's much better than the Warriors and Cavs, because the Warriors completely steamrolled the Cavs in 5 games. So that's going to end this segment about 2017. Heck, Zaza Pachulia, he ruined the Eastern Conference Final. He ruined the Western Conference Finals, excuse me. And trust me, the Cavs and Spurs would be way better than the Cavs and Warriors. I'm sorry, but this has nothing to do with the 2017 NBA Finals. But that last segment, that 2017 Western Conference Finals, was the last chance the Spurs had to win a championship for a while. Because you want to know why? I'm going to tell you right now. Day after Zaza Pachulia's injury ruined the relationship between Greg Popovich and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard went to the Raptors for DeMar DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl and some first-round pick that the Spurs don't even use. So that was a terrible trade for them. And as a Raptors fan, I know what DeMar DeRozan is capable of doing in the playoffs. Absolutely nothing. He's absolute dog crap in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. Because as a Raptors fan, watching 2018 playoffs go by, DeMar DeRozan choked. He didn't do anything at all. LeBron James pretty much destroyed his hopes at a championship, because the Raptors were 58 wins that year. And I know DeMar DeRozan is a great regular season player, but heck, DeMar DeRozan's playoff performance is trash. And as a Raptors fan, he does do good in the playoffs. He puts up big names, but he can't put his team over the top. As we saw in Game 7 versus Denver, he can't put his team over the top, but he can force a Game 7 though. Okay, this is going to be a much shorter segment. I'm not going to get mad over this at all, because, I mean, we all know about the 2018 finals. This was definitely the worst NBA finals of all time. It was really a one-sided, as they all are, between the Cavs and Warriors. As I said, Spurs and Cavs have been much more better in the finals. But this is 2018 now. The Cavs are a one-man wrecking crew. LeBron James carried them to an NBA Finals somehow. Somehow got past the Celtics. Don't ask me. Ask Terry Rozier, and ask Terry Rozier, and you can also ask Jason Tatum that question. But now we're going to be on about 2018. Nobody cares about the series, no one cares about the series. This series was so one-sided. The Cavs had no chance. I mean, they really did, but but J.R. Smith screwed them over. You guys all know what J.R. Smith did. J.R. Smith for getting the score. So I mean, again, man, Game 1 was really good. That was a really competitive game in Game 1. But that's when I think that the Cavs had an upper end. In Game 1, I think the Cavs had all the tools to test the Warriors in Game 1. I mean, they put up a really good fight in Game 1, but again, if J.R. Smith did not forget the score and put it back up, that momentum would have changed completely. Like, it would have went from a sweep to like a 6-game series. But no, J.R. Smith ruins the series, and the Warriors just wrecking crew. Like, again, no one cares about this series. This is the worst playoff series of all time, let alone probably the worst 4 games of all time, in my opinion. I mean, Game 1 was pretty good. The rest of them were all steamrolled by the Warriors. And, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, J.R. Smith forgets the score. I mean, who does that? I bet a little kid would remember the score. And I see all the memes of J.R. Smith running to the liquor store and all that bull crap. But, I mean, it's on him, though. Not on the Cavs. It's all on J.R. Smith. It's all on J.R. Smith. No cap whatsoever. And, I mean, this, again, no one enjoyed this. Like, they don't want to watch one team destroy another team at all. Personally, I would not rewatch this. Nobody would rewatch this. If you're rewatching this series, you're probably a Warriors fan, missing your dynasty, because the Raptors ended your dynasty, and it's not coming back the way 15-win Warriors. Sorry about that, Warriors fan, but 15 wins don't lie. You guys are just hoping for Giannis and Wiseman. So, yeah, 15 wins. Don't need to bring that up again, though. 15 wins. I'm sorry. Yeah, but again, I mean, who would want to rewatch this series? It was just a blowout. I mean, personally, I wouldn't rewatch this series even if it was in my backyard. That's how bad it was. So, that's going to end this video. Hope you enjoyed. It's getting uploaded late. See you soon. Woohoo!